turn my back, you laughing.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ken Lobo. Chopper, chopper. Hut, hut.
Throwing on first down. Strong. Wilson's got it complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after try forthcoming. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it. 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. How you get it? How you get it? Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. You got tight. You got tight right there. Yep. Check three. Check three. Hey, alert three. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 53. Stop your whining. What? Squeeze. Crunch. Check. Go.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Set. 70. Indy. Hey, Haywood. Mike 48. Go.
On 3rd down, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Off play action. Strong. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Strong. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Rock it. Go. Now.
On first down, Costello going deep, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys, because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Strong. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. The tackle by Eric Armstead. They go with Chubb on second down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you've got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first and 10, Strong. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Jaguars.
80 weapon.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Alpha. Check 49.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Back to throw. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On the return, it's James. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Strong. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
You're trapped. You're trapped.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 3. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
On the ready.
running on first down, Eckler. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Costello. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. Let's go. Hey, alert 48. Hey, Alpha. 48 right now. Let's go.
From the gun, Costello. Thomas has got it, complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
X3, 218, chopper. Go out.
Now Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Boy, they had it at the 1. The full start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Bang, 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 bang. Yo, go, go. Get it.
Here is Eckler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go, go. Shoot.
Back to throw. Costello. It's complete to Fuller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 55, Mike, 55.
Throwing again. Costello. He gets it to Thomas. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And the Texans first down.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Smooth. 55 mark, 55. Hard. You ain't doing nothing. Ready?
On first down, Costello going deep. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, light.
A final shot before break. Costello, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to.
Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check 59, Mike. 5. 59. I'm here all day.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello and connecting here with DJ Shark. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Costello, and Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
General West.
Operating from the gun, Costello. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike 48. I don't even know why this team.
To throw again, Costello. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
On the double.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo. Look at me. Zipper.
Check 55.
Get it.
From the gun, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, check Mike.
Looking to throw. Costello. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. It's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 14
that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Strong. Flush to his right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here. To get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready, ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. I'm coming after you. Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun. Costello. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Costello. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And this is caught.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in with Arma. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
50, plant.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And so another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
Come on,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw on 2nd down, Costello. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, check right. Watching your guy.
6 man. Check curls. Hey, watch this. Peek in.
Hey, let go. Let go.
Back to throw. Costello. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Good job.
Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. The Texans on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Costello. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Hey, orbit.
On fourth down, Costello. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 30.
6-6, pull it high. Yo, cheetah. Be careful.
Throwing, Jones. That's caught by Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, Charlie. 22 jet bomber.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
You ain't going nowhere.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm ready.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Got a man at It's caught inside the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, I can't remember.